It all began when former minority leader and MP for Tamale South, Haruna Idrisu, declared the minority NDC's intention to initiate a process to evoke Article 97 for Parliament to declare the seats of 4 MPs as vacant following an alleged crossing of carpets during a political rally in Tamale.
On Tuesday, the Parliament of Ghana will reconvene. And when it reconvenes, I am very certain that Parliament and Ghana will go through a major constitutional test. And that constitutional test is that the NDC minority must become the majority from Wednesday next week.
However, this was met with stiff opposition by the majority in Parliament, prompting the leader of government business and MP for Ifutu, Alexander Fenyomakin, to seek legal interpretation at the Supreme Court.
Some of these controversies are better settled by the courts. So, in my capacity as the majority leader, I have filed a writ at the Supreme Court. Parliament has been duly served.
Then, Parliament resumed sitting after a long break on Tuesday, October 15, 2024, ahead of the much-anticipated decision to be made by the Speaker. This ensued as MPs on both sides engaged in a heated debate.
Would you remain quiet for me to argue? I listened to him in silence. Would you remain quiet? That is democracy. You would have to be quiet and listen to me, and you will listen to me. This is a legal argument. This is a legal argument. You have to listen.
After listening to arguments from both sides, Speaker Abang Babin adjourned sitting for deeper reflection over the matter before a final ruling. The final day came and a ruling was delivered.
The following members of Parliament have by their actions vacated their seats in Parliament. These MPs cannot be allowed by law and my good self to continue to pretend to be representing people that they don't believe in and they don't have any loyalty for in this house any longer.
Certainly, the Speaker's ruling did not sit well with the majority, who described the move as evil and staged a walkout.
Mr. Speaker, may I finish with respect?
All what you said are wrong, so
Mr.
I
Speaker,
cannot continue to allow you to keep on misleading the House.
Mr. Speaker, please, if you think that this is your house and you didn't want us to talk, so be, Mr. Speaker.
Well, the NDC caucus thinks otherwise.
Mr. Speaker, you have indeed done what is right for the people of Ghana by sticking to the tenet of Ghana's constitution, our standing order, and time-tested precedents being a case law for this House.
Barely 24 hours after Speaker Babin's ruling, the Supreme Court, in a 5-member panel ruling, issued a state of execution declaring the 4 seats vacant.
Until the matter is determined, we are not going to go to Parliament, and that will abide by the ruling of the court. Today, the court has determined the matter and has ordered the parties to file the necessary processes for the final determination of the matter.
However, the NDC minority described the Supreme Court's ruling as a political decision and vowed to challenge the outcome at the next sitting of Parliament.
How can you grant an interlocutory or a stay of execution ad infinitum with an ex parte application? I think the Supreme Court itself has thrown itself into a state of confusion.
Nonetheless, the NDC caucus in Parliament at a press conference on Sunday, October 20, 2024, vowed to protect its newfound majority status come Tuesday when the House resumes.
We will jealously protect our newly majority status and will not bow, retreat, nor surrender our lawfully earned status.
The NDC caucus again stated they will use the new status to abolish the e-levy and betting tax.
We will use our new majority numbers to benefit Ghanaians by introducing private members' bill to remove the e-levy. It is also true that we will use our new majority to remove the betting tax and other nuisance taxes.
Although the NPP caucus, after the Supreme Court's ruling, announced its members will retain when sitting resumes, given the pronouncement from the apex court of the land, it is still unclear if the caucus will indeed be in the chamber on Tuesday, 22nd October. But in an interesting twist, the chief whip and MP for Adaklu governs Kwame Abuja disclosed his side has picked intelligence that the military will be deployed to the Chamber of Parliament on Tuesday. He consequently cautioned government against such a move, since his side will do everything possible to protect the constitution and fight corruption.
We are aware that between yesterday and today, some elements of government have had a meeting again to deploy the military to the precincts of Parliament to enter the tent. They should be aware that the life of this government is less than 2 months. They will have to account for their conduct in 2020 and whatever they do tomorrow.
Now the question is, will Ghana experience yet another brawl in its House of Legislature? As the saying goes, coming events cast their shadows as the country experiences another test of its democracy.